Hey, welcome to More Coffee. Today I'm answering a question that I got from someone on Instagram, and it is, do you want your husband or other people to be minimalists too? Yes and no. I mean, in a way, I would like for him to let go of some of his stuff. Because I know it bugs him. So I know that if he lets go of part of his stuff, he will enjoy that space and his life will be easier, and I think he would like it. But I know that the process of that is hard for him, so it doesn't make sense that I constantly tell him to let go of stuff. But yet I kind of do sometimes, I kind of say don't you want to get rid of that? Don't you want to get rid of this? Should we do this together? Sometimes we just look at his old things like clothes, what's in his closet, old paperwork, memories, that kind of thing, and we look at that together and then try to figure out if it's still useful or not, which is actually pretty hard, for myself, it's really easy to let go of things. But I could never be some of these Marie Kondo coaches that goes to other people and just tells them how to declutter, because I kind of get more sentimental about the items that other people own than about my own. With my own things, I can judge for myself. I know how much joy this item brought me or didn't, and remember things I did while having this, and it is easy for me to let go of some things. But to decide for another person, and really sometimes people ask me that, how can I let go of this or that? And usually I'm like, I don't know, you have to find out yourself, what does that give you? Does that give you anything in your life right now anymore? Does it help you with anything? Or does it just make you miserable, That's basically the question, but you have to give the answer to that yourself. And if you're not there yet, then it's kind of a question of discipline, because if you're not there yet, you have to find out if that is an excuse or if you just need one more month or so, you cannot say that, oh, I'm not going to rush it and then not rush it for 5 years. That's obviously an excuse. So you should be able to decide at some point whether you want to keep something or you don't want to keep something, and not put it off forever and then say, I decide later. Decide as soon as you can and then stick to your decision, or review your decision in the future at some point. So then when it comes to other people, do I want everyone else to be a minimalist? No, I actually like it if other people have a few things, and if their apartment is full of things they brought home from traveling or from their childhood. And I actually enjoy that if other people have that. I think it's kind of cozy. And the same goes for coffee places, for instance. If I go to a cafe and then in that cafe there are a lot of, old couches and tables and things that are vintage, I like that kind of stuff, but I don't want to have it at home. So yeah, I like that. It's like a little museum, So yeah, I think more things can make home more cozy. I'm not a minimalist who says that, oh yeah, my room is still cozy, it's just minimalist. No, I genuinely think that my room is less cozy because it is minimalist. It can be a little bit more cozy if I put some flowers here and there. Sure, but I think that with more stuff in it, it would be more cozy. But it would also be more cluttered, and I don't like that. So that is why I chose to have it rather a little less cozy, but more practical and less cluttered and less full of dust, because I hate to clean. I hate dust. I don't like that stuff. And so that makes my life easier. There is, however, another aspect to this question, which might not have been the intention of the person asking me this, but it could also be understood as, do you want to help people who have too much stuff, in your opinion? So if you see that people have too much stuff, do you feel like you would want to say like, come on, declutter, become a minimalist, you will enjoy your life so much more, come on, just do it. And yeah, I feel like that mostly with relatives, if I have relatives and or friends and they just accumulated so much stuff, and you can clearly see that it's kind of bothering them, but they don't really know what to do. So, but I don't say anything about that. I just think it. But yeah, I mean, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have too much stuff. So why would I not think that it's easier with less stuff? Everything is easier with less stuff. But that doesn't have anything to do with respecting that people have things, like it's none of my business. However, another aspect of this question could be consumerism, and I think I'm a little bit more passionate about that than I am about, just this minimalist lifestyle. I mean, it's just a lifestyle. It has really nothing to do with any higher purpose, it's just how you live your life. And that's kind of none of my business. So, but when it comes to consumerism, that is something that affects the environment, that affects everyone else. And in a way, yeah, I would probably say something about that is if someone is like really some fast fashion addict or advocate and saying like, yeah, I mean, I actually have met people who are like, I just love to shop, I just love to buy things. And I'm like, okay, so have you ever thought about where these clothes actually come from, what that actually does to the planet? Have you ever considered, not buying so much stuff or getting it secondhand at least? I mean, you can be a fashion victim and just buy everything pre-loved, like secondhand. So why would you do that? Why does it have to be new? So I would challenge that person. Definitely, I would ask them why they live the way they do. I think there is a corridor for that kind of opinion and for that kind of discussion. It's not like you have to stay out of everybody else's business to be polite if you think they do something that could be improved. Like, it's boundaries on the one side, but on the other, it's also like a general topic that you can just talk about. And maybe it's also, like a good approach would probably be not to attack this person personally or judge them. I would not want to do that. And, maybe the better way to go about this would be to say something like, oh yeah, cool. But, I'm not into that kind of thing. And that's how I do it. And then just explain why you do it without being so super passive aggressive and super weird. So I think I suck at this. I will probably sound like, oh yeah, so you're buying 3 to 4 new blouses a month. Ew. What's wrong with you? Like, I would probably be like that, and even if I try to say something else, like even if I try to be like, oh yeah, that's you really love fashion then, right? That would be me. Okay, I can't hide it. I can't fix my face, and the person and I would probably not be friends. So, and I can live with that. But usually I try to be like the nice person and play it like in. Just show you what I do. But that's hard, that's hard. That's even hard on social media, like if I see all this beauty trash and fast fashion bullshit, and I just want to say like, come on, nobody needs that. You don't need it. And then everyone's like, you don't tell me what I need. I decide what I need. Sure, you decide what you need. You decide what you ruin the planet with. And it's not like this black and white thing. Like, that person that buys fast fashion might also be like a person that always uses the bike and never goes by car, but still buys fast fashion. So you have to see like the whole person and not just this one aspect. So yeah, of course, if I hear that someone's like a super fashion victim and being passionate about that, and it in the first moment it would be weird to me. So just condoning consumerism is never something that I would react to as an, oh, cool, yeah, awesome. I would always be a little bit reserved, but look, okay, tell me more. But I would also be open to hearing what that more is. I would be open to discussing it. And yeah, I just like to have debates and discussions. And so I don't know if that is the perfect way to deal with it, but that is the way I go about it. And if you have someone in your life that you think could use less things, and yeah, you would, and where you think that minimalism could help them, don't push it on them. It never works. It never works to push anything on someone else. Not with kids, not with spouses. I never really see that work. So just, maybe you show them what you do by just doing it, not by talking about it constantly and trying to convince them or anything. Just show them how you do it, how happy you are, how much you like that. And when they come visit or when they live with you, so they will see it on a daily basis, like if you declutter all that stuff and then you are so happy about it and proud of yourself, like that will be enough, That's fine. If my husband is in my room and his room is like, his room is a little bit more messy than mine. So he actually said himself that he likes my room better because there's less stuff in it. So people are not that stupid, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna have the rest of my coffee now, and you let me know what you think, what your questions are or whatever. I will occasionally answer questions that I get from Instagram AMAs, or also the questions that are just below the video in the comment section, because there is a search function to just look for questions. Make sure to include a question mark, otherwise your question will be hard to find. And if you have any, then post them now. And that's it.